Okay, let's go. After being held up at the Libyan airport for 18 good hours, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are back to the country. Guess where they are? Yes, Kano. That is where they are right now. They are back to Nigeria after they were held up in Libya. It was actually an unforeseen circumstance, something that football doesn't depict at all. Football talks about unity, talks about cooperation, talks about commonness. But what the Super Eagles of Nigeria experienced in Libya, in Benghazi, was far from it. Far from it. Good evening and welcome to the Sports Radio Show on Women Radio WFM 91.7. My name is Jeremiah Oluwaferomi Omoni. I'm your favorite engineer, sportcaster. As you know, this evening we're going to be talking about the Super Eagles so much and about the experience. This is not the first time that the Super Eagles of Nigeria will experience this inhuman treatment in the hands of the Libyans. The last time was in 2018, exactly 6 years ago, October 12th. They were held up for about 4 hours. Players that participated in that had that faced that issue, like so Wilfred Ndidi, Ahmed Musa, Leon Balogun, Kelechi Iheanacho, Odion Judy Gallo. Yes, those are the players that experienced that moment as at 2018. And this time around, we have the likes of Wilfred Ndidi, Alex Iwobi, Kelechi Iheanacho. Yes, these same players too. They also faced it again, back to back, 6 years after. Good evening, Biggie. Biggie is here with me. He's my co-pilot this evening. Biggie, good evening.
Good evening, Jerry. I think good evening, listeners, wherever you are. It's nice to be here on Women's FM once more on
The way
Sports
you even
Radio.
dress, like you dress
And
like the NFF, like one chief, football chief.
you know what happened over the weekend. Okay, what happened Sunday preceding Monday to early hours today was a barbaric treatment. Honestly, a barbaric treatment. I remember speaking to some international media organizations, outside foreign media organizations, calling my attention. I spoke to a few of them today, and honestly, it's a distasteful treatment. You also saw the likes of other foreign media organizations taking the news. What is really paining me in this issue is this. This is a negative news. It at the end of the day, it doesn't even really speak well for African football.
Yes.
So they are not actually really embarrassing themselves. They are also embarrassing African football because if it had been a positive news, look at the 2023 AFCON, for instance, in January. It's like one of the most successful you have ever one of the most successful AFCON in all areas, in all categories. But the publicity from that tournament on the foreign media is not how it was supposed to be. Now look at this negative incident. Look at all the foreign media, the heavyweights, all of them. They've written about it. Fine, they have to speak out. If the players and officials has not spoken out, nobody would have known what actually happened. Yes, but at the end of the day, I'm actually looking at it from the negative impact it will have. If you meet a foreigner, if you travel outside the shores of Nigeria, you meet a foreigner, or either a European or American or someone from Asia or so, and you're speaking to the person, and the person, is that you run African football? You don't allow your away teams, you don't host them where you do this, you do that. You understand?
And we will never, what pains me is that we will never treat them like that.
Yes.
Nigerians will never.
Honestly, yes.
I tell people
you
that.
see, you see, one thing I know about the NFL, they might get some other things wrong. But one thing I know about the NFL, they are a very, very good host to any African country coming into Nigeria to come and play either friendly match or any international qualifiers. That's one thing I know about NFF. They are a very, very good host. And look at the Libyans. When they came into Nigeria, they are meant to land in Uyo. Unfortunately, I don't know what actually happened to them. They went to land in Port Harcourt. That was when I knew that they had something under their sleeves.
And even New York to Port Harcourt is not
the NFF provided the NFF provided another available option for them, a chartered flight down. Okay, take this charter flight from Port Harcourt, come to Uyo, but they said no, they want to go by bus. They want to go by bus. The NFL still went ahead to provide a well-equipped, air-conditioned buses for them. But they said no, they went to hire their own bus again. You see, they knew what they were doing. They knew that, okay, let them play a bait down for Nigeria. So by the time Nigeria comes to Libya, they will use all manner of frustrations to make sure that the players are not in their good shape to play against them so that they can win. I think that was just a point in 4 matches. They know that once the Super Eagles beat them in Libya, that's the end for them. So it's also unfortunate that we are in this situation. And I, what's next for the Confederation of African Football? CAF, they need to take a strong motive. They come out, they've released a statement that okay, all these things we are aware of it. We have transferred it to our disciplinary committee, but if CAF fail to issue a huge punishment on Libya, if they are made to go away with this, trust me, other African countries will do the same.
Okay, we'll be back after this time. And let's quickly just run about the phone line is open now. If you want to join this conversation, it's 07000 917 917 07000 917 917. And you can use SMS or WhatsApp is 070 317 565 37 070 317 565 37. During the, I think in the afternoon, the captain Trozekon was like, okay, we are just tired. You want the point? Take it. We just want our safety. When it got to that stage, that they could not even get aviation fuel at one point. The plane,
They denied them
yes,
aviation
the
fuel.
Tunisian
They denied them the
pilot,
clearance to even
yes,
get out of the country.
the Tunisian captain told the Super Eagles crew that all the hotels have been ordered not to accommodate you guys. That the reason why he could walk around, so it was only the Tunisian pilot that could walk around, that could leave that spot. Every other person that are Nigerian could not. They were kept. It was as if they were on lockdown.
Even though any Nigerian official have the right to move around, he can't. He will definitely not move around
because your safety is not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed. And this is Libya that we have multiple governments running their country.
I can tell you, when it comes to hospitality, Nigeria still stands top in Africa. We accommodate people. You hardly find Nigerians, and I think one big example, because before we go for this short break, one big example was during the All African University Games. I covered the game. I was there live. We see a couple of guys from Egypt. I asked them. I intentionally asked people from Egypt. I said, the athlete from Egypt, I said, what you heard about Nigeria and what you witnessed when you got to Nigeria, can you tell me? I did the same thing. And I think this is the time I'm going to write the story about it. I said, is it actually the same? They said, no. What we heard about Nigeria was quite different from what we saw. Nigerians are cool. I said, we love your market. I said, fine, the weather could be another challenge. But in terms of human relationship, you guys are good. I spoke with people from Zambia, from Kenya, from Botswana, and even from Ghana. That's why that we always banter about football and every other thing.
No, you see,
they still kept that human relationship aspect.
There's a particular journalist from Sweden I met at the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire this year in January. I was having a discussion. Okay, let me say, with a Ghanaian journalist. We were having a discussion with the guy, and we were asking him, this is Africa, this is Africa Coast, and what can you say about it? He said, wow. He said Africa is blessed. He said what he had coming into Africa. He said this is the first time he's going to be in Africa. He said he's really enjoying himself. He even said that the Euros is not as interesting as the AFCON. I don't say what, he said the way the locals, the indigenous, the citizens, the way they play with him, the way they have fun, he said he's going to miss AFCON. You need to see the way he was hugging us on the day of the final after the game, coming to hug us, saying, wow, we took pictures together, we exchanged contacts. He was saying, I'm going to miss AFCON. I'm going to miss AFCON. There's no tournament like AFCON. He said he's going to make sure that the next AFCON is going to be there. So
Mm.
now it's not left for it's not left for the we Africans to now look at how to project the continent in a good light. But what Libya did today, or what Libya did from yesterday to today, it is
Mm.
it is barbaric. It is
We'll be
actually
back. We'll be
distasteful.
back after this time. And don't forget that you can join the conversation. You can join the conversation. You can just go to Facebook, drop your comment there. Yes, WFM live on Facebook to join the conversation, and also on YouTube as well too. You can join the conversation there. Just drop your comment. We'll come back there, pick them up, and we continue this discussion after this time out. Stay tuned.
Carlo into Sapphire. Get charged.
Okay, just follow the local story. Professor is saying the report.
Yeah, I want to talk. Yeah.
Please, I'm coming. Let me just. I'm coming. Ele matemática ali. Tunde Miami Let's go. Okay, let's just strip this before we go to continue from the discussion about the Super Eagles. On Friday, Friday,
Saturday.
on Friday was the international
Okay,
day
yeah,
for
Friday.
girl child.
Yes, yes.
Yes, and one of the things that women radio they actually hold in esteem is to talk about the women child, the right, just as the male child, what they can do. The women too should be given the opportunity. Now it should be based on performance. Okay, if a guy can play football, a girl too should be able to play football. Don't say it's a man sport. No, there's nothing like man sport. There's nothing like woman sport. As long as they have the ability to do it, and I think that's one thing that raised Sapphire on
Not really Sapphire. That's Sapphire Nigeria Women Football
football team.
Supporters
Yes,
Club.
thank you very
They
much.
were they had the Girl Child Day event on Saturday. Friday was the World Girl Child Day, while Saturday where over almost like over 1,000 girls from Lagos State and other states converged at the Abati Barracks Sports Center at Ujuelegba Surulere. We had doctors, financial experts, and also sports administrators, legends of the game, veteran sport journalists who came to lecture the young girls on how to take their career seriously. They shouldn't neglect their health, and also they shouldn't neglect their health and also take their career. They should be disciplined. Education also shouldn't be neglected because both goes in hand to hand. And we also had the a day football event. Yes, there was also a day football event, just to cheer up, 5 or 10 minutes each half. Over 20, over 12 teams, and over 12 teams actually participated. Yes, over 12 teams participated in the event, and FC Phony Screens they emerged the winner of the Girl Child Day event, and the president of the Sapphire Nigerian Football Supporters Club, that's um, Jadeshola Adelabu, and she said she was excited. I spoke to her after the event, and she said she was excited, and she promised that she assured rather that the Girl Child event will be a continuous one. That's the fourth edition, and it will always be a continuous one where we have to encourage and develop and give the girl child hope and believe that she can actually be something in life. She shouldn't be a tool to destruction. She shouldn't be a tool to allow mischievous element to take sexually advantage of. So that's what Jadishola Adelabu actually stated that the Sapphire Nigeria Women Polo Club, they are not just going to the stadium to just go and cheer the national team. No, they are also the
Putting a lot of
putting a lot of
measures
things on ground
on ground.
to actually
Uh,
give the girl child
mm,
hope to develop them, because this is the grassroots. At this stage, if they can get it right at the grassroots, they can be a top athlete. And we also have like of Isa Oshola, who actually spoke um, to a conference, a video conference call. So at least these girls should know that they can be something in life. They shouldn't look at their present situation to determine their future. And
mm.
I'm happy that we have legends of the game. The Super Falcons legends came around. We have medical practitioners, financial experts also came around, and it was actually a very, very laudable event from Sapphire Nigeria Women Football Supporters Club President Jadi Shola Adelabu. And also we have the Lagos FA representative. Yeah, there's a Lagos FA board member rather, Mr. Adeoye Abiodun. He was also there. He praised them. He praised Sapphire and Young as well for bringing up this kind of initiative, and he also said these programs should be something that should be on, that should be encouraged, that should be
Mm.
sustained, so that the girl child could always
We
uh,
always match up,
match up.
get on the stage too. And I think what you said, Biggie, because over the years we sometimes there's this kind of stereotype until recent years that we now see the girl child, we see ladies, we see women trying to take up responsibilities, trying to do this and trying to do certain things, trying to be in place of position in terms of sport. And even if we are to look at it in terms of record, women have actually put Nigeria on the global stage. Yes,
Yes, look
I,
at when last have the men qualified for the under 17 or under 20. Okay, someone like me as a woman super advocate, I am always happy being
when all those things are happening.
being around them, seeing them play. I derive joy if you fixed a match that the men, if let's say fix a match Super Eagles is playing and fix a match that the Super Falcons is playing at the same time, I would rather go and watch the Super
Okay,
Falcons play. So
okay.
that's something about it. And kudos to Mr. Adeoye Abiodun. He also said about a girl child football tournament is going to be organizing this year. That's the Afsat Adebing Big Gold Cup. That's for also girls, women footballers in the grassroots. Over 20 teams coming on board, and this has been on for a long time. This year, the best player of each tournament will always be on scholarship. Yeah, scholarship. Yes. So this for this edition they will be holding maybe sometime early next year. Then foreign agents or foreign scouts will be on board to come and pick out the best legs and give them the exposure, international exposure. We also have former Nigerian under 17 player Musa Kubisola also played at this tournament in the grassroots before she went pro.
Hmm.
Wow! So that shows you the caliber and the standard that the AFSAT Adebimpe Gold Cup stands for. Kudos to Sapphire Nigeria Women Football Supporters Club. Kudos to Mr. Adeoye Abiodun. Also, thank you.
Okay, quickly, and that's it about we have a caller here. Okay. Hello. Yeah, hello, good evening. Yeah, hello, good evening. Yeah. Yes, your name,
Yes, your name and where you're calling from, please.
okay, Tula. Okay, Tula Junior. Okay, Tula, good evening. Let's hear you. Okay. Okay, continue. Yeah. Hello, Tula. Uh,
We are with you. We are with you,
yeah,
Tula.
yeah, Tula's network there. Okay, quickly, let's just talk about the Nigerian Premier Football League. Like I said, that the Super Eagles of Nigeria, they're back to Nigeria, safe and sound, no problem. For over 15 hours, these guys did not take anything except for water. According to an insider, Toby Adepoju, he said
Even the water,
he
where the water
brought they
they
brought
took a lot of
because
them.
they said they drank almost like over, I don't want to exaggerate, over 5 packs of water. They were just washing their mouths, washing their faces. These are professional footballers. They are not set players.
And do you know that
They got to say some of them, some of them,
some
their
of their
clubs,
clubs actually sent private jets
jets.
down, and the private jets were in Benghazi.
What do you
Waiting.
what do you expect? Player where you buy
No,
with
they are.
50,
Oh,
50 million.
these players are assets.
Yes,
They're assets for them. They know
they now got
the revenue they
stranded.
get from these players. They know
Stranded.
how important the players' career is to them.
That I think that's something that shouldn't be at all. Shouldn't be at all. Shouldn't be at all. We've been running over for commercial, but before that, let me just chip in that the Nigerian Premier Football League over the weekend experienced so many results. Shooting Stars, the Oluyole Warriors of Ibadan. That was the last game of um of the match day 6 yesterday. It was the game, the floodlight game, called as they call it, 5:30 p.m. game. The game ended in a barren draw where Yemi Olanrewaju all the way from Aba came to Ibadan to pick another vital point. Yes, don't forget last season, Shooting Star Eyimba were one of the teams that picked the point in Ibadan. They defeated Shooting Stars, Oluyole Warriors, 2-1. Yes, in Ibadan last season. And this season again, they came again to the Lagos Salami Stadium at Damasinga to pick another point. And talking about that, Rivers United still remains unbeaten in the league. They, yes, it ended in a barren draw too in Casina, yes, for Rivers United. While Remo Stars, they came back to the top of the table after defeating Nasarawa United by 3 goals to 0. We'll continue from there after this commercial break. Yes, after the commercial break. Thank you.
You're listening to the voice of women. It's not just songs, but it will take you
I think Tula was not hearing us,
everything and
but
play
he
them
could hear
every
you.
Okay. If you want to drop conversation, send him.
I'm here for my money. Baba landlord, I'm very sorry. My
Are we
life
on?
is very tough,
Are we on
and
the
I have
Google Meet?
spent
Do
all
you
the
have
money
anybody
I
you're
have.
waiting on the
I've
Google
been
Meet?
telling you to ensure the health of you and your family with a reliable HMO. Reliable HMO? Which of them can I go for? Ice Medicare
They have
HMO
plan to
Limited.
join
They are
today.
one of the accredited health maintenance organizations with thousands of quality and accredited healthcare providers nationwide on their network. They have corporate plan, retail plan, student plan, and even community-based health plan. More so, their premium is pocket friendly. Please, where are they located? Their office is located at number 2 Osho Street, off Pebi Link Bridge, off of Pebi Road, Ikeja, Lagos. Their phone number is 080 93 555 863 or 080 3263 9058. Their website is www.icemedicare.com. Ice Medicare, health protection in your colors.
It's now on the transition.
Let's celebrate.
Let's look at most of the migrant club. Do you want to say Eyimba? Do you have that story of
Oh,
Eyimba?
uh,
That he won the issue here. Someone was stranded in the airport. Can't for Bala take any action.
For 10 solid years.
Now, what do you think now? That's what we'll be going into after the MBA. We'll be looking at, okay, what do you think CAF, that do you think CAF will actually take any measure?
10 years, you too can join
Although CAF
community of
president
Nigerians
called
who
the
are part
called
of this
the
success
sports
story.
minister
Visit ng.oriflame.com now
look
for
into playing
information
tickets
to
for
reach your happy place. Oriflame, reach your happy place.
Mama pikin wey just born, make you know say you yourself matter o. To get strength and energy to take care of your baby, you suppose give your body time to recover well from the stress wey you don pass through. Na why I wan tell you about family planning.
Family planning. Yes, so family planning and the way to give space to getting belle again so that you go get energy to take care of your baby. People they talk say some of you go family planning they give them wahala. Now im make dem go use the one wey dem tie for arm or for belle. Though some people talk say this traditional one dey work. Wetin sure pass be say make you go hospital go do your own test to know wetin go good for you and your body. So no do follow follow. Use family planning method wey health worker no select for you o. And after 6 weeks, go hospital for checkup. Make dem make sure say you dey heal well o. Greet our baby for me o. For more information, abeg call 0816 782
This message is brought to you by MRHRC, the Maternal and Reproductive Health Research Collective.
Guy, if I tell you all this plenty airtime and data, who are they take flex? Now dash no dash me, you go believe.
Don't dash you get. Call this guy come on me.
Stay there now. As I bag a glossy like this, I first collect 1,000 naira. Welcome bonus, Sarah. Guy, as I call recharge, mom, you knock me 10 times airtime bonus. I also enjoy double data. Joy.
Wait, oh, you mean 1,000 naira welcome bonus? Yeah. Plus 10 times airtime bonus. Yeah. Plus double data again? Yeah. But where's the neighbors now?
The globe breaker.
Can we play this audio?
That's right.
Oh, no wonder why
Is it Twitter?
they are on top of 217 non-stop.
I will never forget my home. It's a Twitter video. About to be show.
Closing today. Dice at 777 hash to buy and enjoy.
Is it something possible? How will you do it? It's after the intro. It's after the advert. After Abalama play.
Just put it close to your mic. Like the speaker close to your mic.
Pensioners in the 36 states of Nigeria. As a Women Radio member, your business is promoted free on Women Radio. Win amazing goodies and you get access to our events. Download the Women Radio app today and hear your voice on radio. Register free at WFM917.com and make sure you join the Facebook Women Radio membership group. The Women Radio membership is supported by MacArthur Foundation and Nigeria Media Innovation Program. NAMI.
Reach your happy place. Always baby stand. Always baby stand. Let's celebrate. Always baby stand. Ten years of feeling peace. 10 years of sustaining peace. 10 years of transforming life. It's time to join the winning family.
For 10 solid years, Oriflame has been rooted in Nigeria, enabling people to achieve their business goals through global beauty products. As we celebrate 10 years, you too can join the community of Nigerians who are a part of this success story. Visit ng.oriflame.com now for information to reach your happy place. Oriflame, reach your happy place.
Driving through traffic, or at home, or maybe you're having a bad day. Ease your mind with great music, entertainment, and lots of laughter on the Evening Experience every weekday from 4 to 9 p.m. on WFM 91.7, the voice of America.
The big question.
In fact, it's pretty much whenever I had a snake and whether Saturn and swallow emoji.
Why? Everything has been clear. Conversation, controversial, and borderline disruptive. The big question. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays from 12:05 p.m. only on Women Radio.
Put on your church shoes, little sister, because we're about to blast off.
What is it you're trying to say?
It's time to buckle up, because we're in the driver's seat.
Women Radio 91.7.
That was it's like freedom song from the Super Eagles of Nigeria when they landed at the Aminu Kano International Airport in Kano this evening. When they got there, see players saying, "Oh my home," after lying down in a chair, the hotel chair for 18 hours, it's enough for your back,
Not even hotel chairs.
I said those airport chairs. Sorry.
Abandoned airport.
You know, for me, I don't just get it. I felt CAF should just, because I know the CAF president, Patrick Masope, called the sports minister, Mr. Owen, that, okay, please, we'd like you to continue the game. And the sports minister was like, no, my guys, my boys are not going to play this game. We're coming home. We are not honoring this match, because if you cannot even treat us well, where there is no, where there are not a lot of people there, there are not the fans and everything. What is the guarantee that when we come to the stadium, where we have about thousands of fans, anybody can throw anything?
You see, it is,
and that's one thing we face about Margaret.
In the best interest of the Super Eagles players, the officials, in fact, the Nigerian community in Libya, that game was not honored. I will give you an instance. At the AFCON this year, when Nigeria defeated Ivory Coast, the Ivorians were not happy. In fact, there's a place called Ajame in Abidjan. Do you know that Ivorians went there? They destroyed the Nigerians' properties there. They beat them, as in they beat them with stick, as in every stick. You need to see the mark on their.
So what's the point? What
now? That is, you see, we Africans, we don't know how to accept the fate. Now look at the AFCON final. I can tell you at the stadium, how many supporters you see? You see those ones you saw at the stadium were not Nigerians living in Abidjan. Nigerians living in Abidjan did not come out for that final. None of them came out for that final. None. Everybody watched it in their own house. They locked the door, not in the street, in their own house, in their respective houses. Even we that were at the stadium, it got to a stage. If Nigeria had won the AFCON,
you just claim you already know small French now. You will claim, you just say bozoa 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 bozoa. You just claim
those bozoa bozoa will not say maybe my left side.
But I don't want to say this. I don't want to say, but I heard that you're already planning to get married after the final. That you just marry one.
I don't even have boy. You see this? I was even planning to marry a Libyan. But look at what they did now. You never carry an in-law from Libya now, and whenever I want to go to Libya now, this kind of I'm already revolted. I'm not going to marry a Libyan again.
No, don't. I believe that not all Libyans are like that. My friend was lived in Libya for a couple of years, and he spoke highly of Libyans. I'm very sure this one, there must be something that has happened that I felt that CAF should investigate. Although CAF said this has been directed to the disciplinary committee, and I believe that necessary measures will be taken.
Would CAF take any measure?
That's it. For me, I want CAF to let them refix this game, but in a neutral ground. Now let's go play it in Morocco, in Rabat, or play it in Egypt.
But do you know the CAF president? Let me tell you something now. I can assure you. Let me not say I'm 100%. I'm like 90% sure that Patrice Motsepe didn't even call the Libyan authorities.
But if they called the Nigerian authority.
He will call the Nigerian authority. He called the sport minister. Him and the sport minister spoke. But me, I am assuring you that Patrice Motsepe did not have any conversation with the Libyans.
Because the Libyan football,
let me tell you the truth.
FA chairman or president.
You will see, at the end of the day, the Libyan FA president resigned on Sunday. On Sunday, he resigned.
Who is he going to even call?
Now, he might call the Secretary General. Now, Patrice Motsepe will be running for another term as CAF president by next year March. CAF will be having its extraordinary congress, where is another it is an elective congress rather. Now tell me, Patrice Motsepe is looking for votes, and anyhow to sanction the Libyans, he would want to avoid it. At the end of the day, they'll just fix the game. Or don't be surprised if 3 points is awarded to Libya.
Okay, let me
But
just
for Martins Mosekpe coming out to come and to sanction that CAF should sanction Libya, please just let that idea. It can't happen.
okay, let me just quickly chip in this. The Libyan authority, they said that the measure they took was the proper measure they usually take for anyone coming into the country. Okay, we've heard you. That is it. But now, according to the information from the NFF by Mr. Ademola Olajiwe, said that calls from the General Secretary of LFF, calls were made to the General Secretary of LFF, the Libyan Football Federation, Mr. Abdul Nassar, by the Nigerian General Secretary, Dr. Sanusi, yielded no fruit as the former kept promising that the buses will arrive in 10 minutes, which later became 2 hours, and afterward 3 hours, and later in the evening. And it was not possible to reach him on phone. Frustrated by this attitude, Dr. Sanusi approached the security operative to request that the team be allowed to go out and board the buses. The NFF eventually hired. This request was rejected with insults. It took the intervention of the NFF dignitary to prevent what would have escalated into a row, as the NFF president himself was not spared when he heard exchange of voices between security personnel and his general secretary. This aggravated the tension and further frustrated the team. Hours after hours, and with mounting frustration, delegation members, particularly the players, grew restless. There was no food or water provided by the LFF or where to even procure these items. Now, the issue now is as if they were held captive. Like, it was as if
they were held hostage.
Like, I don't even understand.
You see, they laid a bit.
There was no network or internet connection at the airport.
But the NFF were so smart to quickly debunk their earlier claim in Nigeria. Assuming the NFF had laid back and allowed them to go with it.
You know, the captain of the team actually spoke about it, that was one of the reasons why they did not perform very well. That they were not well treated. Then I was like, really? These guys even have the infantry to even talk.
You know, we gave them the best treatment ever that you can give to a first-class king in Nigeria. That's what we gave the Libyans. But they purposely went through that negative route, so that by the time they would do a very, very distasteful treatment to Nigeria, the world will say Nigerians deserve it. But at this rate, they actually went absurd and over the counter, and this is very, very bad for African football. I'm putting it generally as African football, whether you like it or not. If the Europeans or the Americans or the Asians want to say anything about, the Australians want to say anything about it, they'll say African football. So that's why I'm putting it out there as African football. No matter who want to put it like, okay, Libyan football. No, it is actually African football. Let's be sincere. It's actually African football. And in fact, well, nothing will come out of it.
Okay, let's just go back and talk about, we were talking about the Nigerian Premier Football League, and don't let me forget, I'm not going to forget Aure's birthday. Yeah, today's Aure's birthday.
Yeah, she's looking
I want to use all those aluta words.
Some shows, you know, these fried guys used to it. You know, these
I'm very certain Aure is going to give us cake.
No, you can't be wearing a pink on your birthday and come here to
see her face.
With that 64 karat gold.
I mean, was it purchased from Libya? Okay, let's go back to the Nigerian Premier Football League. Let's talk about the results. Yes, Daniel Omokachi, which we spoke about the fact that Daniel Omokachi is back to the Nigerian Premier Football League, and this time around, he traveled far away from Lobi, from Makurdi, down to the Bako Categorical Stadium in Minna to pick a point. That is very vital, and it's something to say that Omokachi is ready to fight, is ready for the battle. It ended 1-1 there when Niger Tornadoes.
Last time he was in the MPFL, he relegated it.
Well, wait. People always learn to grow. Okay, people are growing. You know. So
no, I didn't say it's going to. I didn't say he's going to relegate to. I'm just.
You're saying that job might look too.
The listeners need to also know Omokachi's record in the MPFL. So I saw the last time before he took on the last time was in the MPFL, he relegated the team. So this
I know what you want to
doing
do.
very well. He went away to Mina, a whole almighty Mina, Babangida's Mina, to pick a
point.
Wow.
I think
That's
he's ready to cook well. Okay, let's talk about Ikorodu City. Yes, Ikorodu City, the Oga boy. The first game of the season, and it was big, huge. After the coach Bright left the club. Now they don't have a coach. They have the assistant coach, the two assistant coaches. They are the one in charge. So it's as if yes, they don't have a coach. Let me say, they are both managing the club.
Okay, are you saying is Brendan Insurance a strong team this season?
Obviously, Bender Insurance is not really. They are not really. They've lost their best, most of their best.
That
players.
win of Ikorodu City is just like a moral booster for the players. So make sure, okay, fine, we are finally started our season despite after 4-5 matches. We have finally gotten the first win of the season.
3-0.
So,
Review
3-0.
from the former player of
And
Sporting Lagos.
Review, former player scored Sporting Lagos first NPFL goal.
He has said that Treblas
This same Review has scored Ikorodu City first NPFL goal.
He's a man of many firsts.
Wait, that his first goal for Sporting Lagos in the NPFL was an header. For Ikorodu City, is an header. I am praying Ikorodu City. Hope you won't replicate. Please,
Biggie, stop it. Biggie, stop
please don't
it.
relegate to.
Stop it.
Records. They say records are meant to be broken. This Reviews record, they need to go and break it.
Okay.
It was not continue to stand though.
3-0, yeah. Ikorodu City defeated Benga Insurance at the Mobolaji Johnson Arena at Nikon, Lagos, Sunshine Stars in Ijebu, the adopted ground. I think over the years, Sunshine Stars used to do well in Ijebu. They don't forget the days of when they were playing too as well in Ijebu. That was about 2 seasons ago. They were able to put a lot of fight then. And I remember a particular game I watched against Wicked Always when Ayodeji Ayeni was a coach then. He actually defeated Wicked Torres then. Remember the name of the coach. I think Wicked Torres coach. The man left to join Sunshine Stars at one point and moved to Kwara United.
Yes, Kabiru Dogo.
Yes, Kabiru Dogo. I think he's with Kwara United at the moment now. Defeated Enugu Rangers by a lone goal. Abia Warriors and Kwara United. The game was rescheduled for Sunday morning because of heavy downfall. Yes, rain, yes, downfall, yes. And it ended 1-0, yes, by Mogo. Coach Imama, yes, Coach Imama trying to put a lot of things. Academy Warriors, they're still unbeaten this season. And talking about Coach Emmanuel and Munike going all the way from Imo, Owerri, down to Bonu Maiduguri to pick a point, yeah, with Academy Warriors. Don't forget, Academy Warriors coach, yes, Coach Subel, is with the under-20 team as we speak, as they prepare.
Well.
And draw too, they are hitting across.
Is an away draw?
Yes, but let's talk about your man, Landon Bozo. Yes, his first win of the season. He defeated Plateau United.
Well, he tried. He did a good job.
Why are you uninterested?
No, you see, I don't. If I say Lalamposo is not a top coach, it will be as if I have something against him.
He might be just trying to get himself, acclimatized into the new system.
Lalamposo that defeated Argentina and on the 20th of getting to the quarterfinal, it was as if
that Argentina team was not even the best.
Yeah. At the end of the day, he broke his heart. Not my heart.
Okay, let's see our story. Yeah.
Congratulations to Lalamposo for Lalamposo. Please and please, I love you and I don't have anything against you, but please, I wish you all the best.
Okay. Let me just. The phone line is still open. It's 07000 917 917. SMS or WhatsApp is 07031756537. Now let's talk about Remo Stars. Remo Stars defeated Nasarawa United 3-0. Yeah, 3 second half goals. The coach of Remo Stars was also one of those technical crew that was held captive in Libya. Thank God for freedom. Coach Daniel Ogumodede is back. And Aqua United and Kano Pillars. Ahmed Musa played in that game, and I'm very sure you remember those times he used to play at the Godswill Akpabio Stadium in Uyo during the Super Eagles activity. And just talk about the Katsina United and Rivers United, then in the barren draw in Katsina. While Shooting Stars, the Oluyole Warriors, they've not been doing so well. They've been in the shadow of themselves. Yes, like what you see them perform last season, they really put a lot of fight in trying to finish top three. But this season,
they lost a lot of young key players.
Yes, Bolagade, the likes of Bolagade, the likes of
their young captain actually went to traveled to
Albania. Yes, Malomo Taufik and the rest. You know, they lost a couple of players. Christian Piagra, who was actually the man who came out to give them that light. Is not, so Shooting Stars, Oluyole Warriors. I hope they come back strong and better.
The way they dragged on the contract with Benga Agubote, when his contract expired at the club, they should have quickly signed him on. Because if they had quickly signed him on, they should have given Ogunbote a heads up to quickly prepare for the league. But once after the league season, you are taking over a month over, going to 2 months before you
and I think before
you renew the coach's contract, all the clubs are pushing players.
And this same thing. I was speaking. I think I visited a legend, Baba Kunle Sholaja, and I was reading through his archive, and I discovered that in 1998, Shooting Stars won the league, and they became the first club to win the league and relegate the next season. They relegated in 1999. They won the league in 1998. They could not defend the title, and that sped until a couple of years later before they returned back to the MPF. But this time I don't know, the lackluster, they will do well. The inconsistency has been a very big pattern for Shooting Stars. They'll do well this season, the next season they're dropping, the next season, well, I just hope they don't really.
No, they were not able to build up to their impressive performance last season. That's why I said immediately the season ended. In fact, when you know that Ogunbote's contract is ending at the end of the season, before the season ended, you should have tabled a contract in front of him,
and that would have given me a chance to even sign more players.
You should know that. You should now, assuming he has signed a contract extension before the season ended, by now the team will be properly picked up.
Okay, let's talk about the table. Remo Stars are back to the top of the table. We hope this season is Remo's season. 15 points, they're top of the table. Rivers United is following closely. Finidi George and his boys, yes, 14 points in the second spot. While we have Yimba, the People's Elephant, yes, who are also in the third position with 13 points. Sunshine Stars, yes, Coach Kennedy Boboye is putting a lot of fight for Sunshine Stars. Look at the team that were almost close to relegation last season. They are in the fourth position with 10 points. Enugu Rangers, I hope they can do a lot of defending the season. They have 10 points. Niger Tornadoes, 9 points. Plateau United, 8 points. Katsina United, 8 points. Abia Warriors, 8 points. Academy Warriors, who also alongside Rivers United, they are still the team with clean sheet. Which means they remain unbeaten so far in the season. Yes, they are in the 10th position with 7 points. Kano Pillars, who signed Abdullah Shehu, likes of Abdullah Shehu and Ahmed Musa, they are in the 11th position. Coach Usman Abdullah, 7 points. And we have the bottom four. You have Kwara United. At one point, I've heard another record of Kwara United that they've gone 14 match losing streak before in the MPFL. I'm just giving you that one to hold it for Kwara people. Yes, 5 points there. Adnan Oboweri, yes, the nice million, the Nays Millionaires, yes, they have 5 points there. We have Lobby Stars as well, and they have 5 points. And we have the Korodu City, who are the one digging right now. They are the oil diggers. They're the one digging the oil. And at the moment, they have 4 points.
Who is the coach of Lobby Stars?
Coach of Lobby Stars.
Daniel Walker.
Oh, yes, Daniel.
And Lobby Stars are in relegation.
Don't let us go there. Please don't let us go there. Let's talk about the NBA preseason briefly. But before we go there, let me just chip in this. Shehu Abdullahi, yes, one of the players who played for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, was one of the Chan team during the set of Dollar Salami and the rest of that. And yeah, he was speaking with the media yesterday ahead of the game with Aqua United, and he said, "Oh, my fellow players, when you are out of contract and you just come to the Nigerian League and come and play. By that, you are adding knowledge to the youngsters."
You see, Abdullah Shehu is one of the most enterprising footballers that I've met. You understand? This if you put him as right back, it's excellent. Put him in midfield,
yes,
superb. But injuries
was one of the big problems.
Injuries have really hindered the growth of his career a lot. So that's one thing about Abdullah Shehu. And Well, he was able to build I think a sport complex was in is in Kaduna or Sokoto, I can't remember. But I think yeah, that's a good step. You have to just encourage. You actually Ekini came back to play
Yes.
in the
Amokachi even
Nigerian
came
league.
back to play.
Omokachi also
Yes.
came back to play.
That Dele Ayenuba
Dele
played for Kwara
Ayenuba
United.
played
Yes.
before getting that. So you can see that okay, players are coming back. Even Ifeanyi, the defender of the Monsters, was playing
Animana. Yes.
was
Animana.
playing in Dubai. He's back in
Yes.
the
Back.
NPFL.
But yeah.
Ahmed Musa is
Back.
even some years back. Ahmed Musa came was in the
The
NPFL.
Nigerian league is not as bad as that. Just come back, add so many, add a lot of spice to it, add flesh to it. Let it make it enterprising. You know, there's nothing bad. Brazilians do it. You know, Brazilians do it. You see them going back to Brazil to
And
play.
what you see in this Super League, even me, I can still come back and it goes to take us.
Let's talk about the NBA preseason and talking about Celtic Raptors. Yes, it was a close deal. Yes, Maurice is already telling me that guy, you need to leave. It ended 115, 111. Nugget, yes, the Denver Nuggets, yes, they were leading. They led the first two quarters before, and at the second half, Phoenix Suns came back and it ended 118 in favor of Phoenix Suns over Nuggets, one who had 114. Warriors defeated Pistons, yes, by 111 over 93. Let me just leave us with this information. And I know maybe it should be a rumor, but Arsenal fans, you should consider this move. Never consider coming to Arsenal. Biggie, you just one word. Neymar coming to Arsenal. Then your league drought is up. I know I can see Karim.
Who is Neymar? Is Neymar is in his prime?
Please, for you to have signed Gabriel Jesus, is Gabriel Jesus in his prime?
Gabriel Jesus is one of the best attackers we have in the world.
And Neymar is what?
Let's leave the sentiment issue.
And Neymar is what?
Like Savat.
And Neymar is what? Never is what?
Time and gonna stop it.
Okay, that will be the size of the program. Let us sing happy birthday, happy birthday,
happy birthday to you. Or happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. What's our cake? Okay.
And I pray over the weekend, Barcelona should just lose.
Are we going to the Staples Center in US to celebrate this birthday?
Yes, now.
Yes.
You guys have your passport.
Ah, yes, my passport. Valid. Okay.
There are levels to this thing.
Okay, that will be the size of the program. Yes, and don't forget that CAF AFCON qualifier continues, and also the UEFA Nations League also continues today. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ incident Super Eagles kò ní story tàbí ẹ̀sọ́.
Fight is looming. Fight has not reached.
Professor, I send